everyone, welcome to Nat One's Tabletop Tavern. My name's Sarah,
Amanda,
Mickey, and Thomas.
Here you will get to watch us play all sorts of different board games, card games, and pretty much anything that you can play on top of a table.
You will get to watch us play the tabletop games for the first time, which means as we learn, you will too.
adventure with us through the ups and downs, the ensuing fights, and me winning almost every game against these three.
Asterisk.
So tune in every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific Time for new episodes of Tabletop Tavern.
Okay,
The mind.
the mind. So we're all playing together as a team. So we either all win together or we all lose together.
Okay.
The objective of the mind is, so in the first round, there's 12 levels. Well, if you can get all that high. In the first round, everybody is given one card. And then we try to play those cards in order from lowest to highest.
Okay.
Then we move on to level 2. Everybody gets 2 cards. And we try to play those one at a time in lowest to highest.
Mhm.
Okay? And so there's not really turns
Okay.
because you're just trying to,
Whoever would have the
the next card would
Mhm.
go. All right. So it keeps going up and getting harder and harder, obviously. Okay. Let's see. Play all their cards in ascending order in the center of the table in one face-up pile, one after another, just like I said. Okay, so you're given a certain number of lives and throwing stars. Yep.
So we're only going up to level 10.
Well, yes. Right. So we get 3 lives. 1, 2, 3. And we get how many throwing stars? 1 throwing star. Okay. So they're laid face up on the table. The remaining lives and throwing stars set to the side, like we don't need them anymore,
Okay.
etc. They may be needed later. Okay, we shuffle all of the number cards, which are the remaining cards in the stack. There are 100 cards. You can shuffle those. Thank you. Each player is dealt 1 card because we're on level 1, and then we just try to do it. And essentially, you can't move to the next level. Now, the throwing stars and the extra lives. Okay, so playing a throwing star at any point during the level, we can suggest a throwing star needs to be played by raising our hand. And it allows us to discard the lowest card in our hand, all of us.
Okay.
And it kind of gives you like a reset or barometer of where we're at. Like, oh, okay, that's where we're all at. But we all have to agree. So you raise your hand, and then if everybody raises their hand, then we do it.
Okay.
Let's see here. If you die, okay, yeah. So we basically get 3 lives to get.
So we have to be in ascending order. So if we are out of order, we lose a life. Is that what
Yeah.
happens?
So if someone plays a number card in the wrong order, the game is paused immediately. This causes the team to lose one of its lives.
Okay.
You take it away. Next, any cards being held which are lower than the card played must be set aside. Then the team refocuses their concentration.
Okay.
So we basically have 3 chances.
Okay. Okay. I have not played this before, so this whole concept is very interesting.
And it is completely silent. So there's no talking, no communicating. Not like the game, which we played and is on our YouTube channel, so go check it out. But that one you communicate, you just can't talk about the numbers specifically, but you can get creative with how you communicate.
Right.
This one, there's no communication.
At all.
Right. And it does give you, it's really funny, because on the bottom, but upside down, it gives you information about strategy, but it doesn't really want you to read it, because it talks about, like, basic human behavior and how to, like, understand that. So.
Okay.
Okay.
How many cards each?
1.
1.
1 for level 1.
Cool.
Oh man, okay. I don't know if I'm gonna like this game.
Oh, okay.
Level
Get me
2.
out of here.
I do like some good communication.
Okay, now these are set aside, so this doesn't matter anymore,
'Kay.
obviously. So
Okay.
I just want to say, the order of these don't matter, right? It's just, we can use either one.
well, we have to play them lowest to highest.
Well, yeah, I meant how we have to play them. And how we got them.
Correct. So you.
Like, I just picked up the first card. I don't have to play that first versus...
Oh yeah, no,
Correct.
no. Yes, I understand.
Cool.
I think that's for throwing star.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. Okay.
So now we put our lowest cards in.
Okay.
Off to the side.
Okay. Do we reveal them?
Yes, we reveal them.
Oh dang! I did not. Okay.
That's why I was like...
So now we resume.
Okay. I was like, she's not going.
Yeah, no. It's the last card in the deck,
Yep,
so I was like,
yep.
wait until the end. I can outwait all y'all.
Right?
Okay, 3 to each of us now. So obviously it gets harder and harder.
Right.
And if you're any good at counting cards, you can technically keep track of what's been
What
played.
does that mean?
I think that means we get another throwing star. But
I was going to ask, so each number occurs once.
yes.
Yeah, okay. You have to stop.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
we're out of order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then we all have to, we take a life away.
Okay.
We have to then all reveal anything that was lower than that card played. Ooh, close.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and then I think it said. Then we resume. And continue your current level. It is not started again. one at the beginning of level 2 because we already had a throwing star filled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's when they come up.
Yeah, when they come up.
Oh.
That's how I understood it. We gotta stop.
I was nervous about that. Yeah.
Anything you have below there? Okay. Back to normal. Resume. We lose!
Look.
Oh, man! Oh!
That sucks.
We just finished this game.
Hello, brother.
That's a level 4.
Okay. I'm going to be talking about the mind.
Next up, we got the mind.
The mind. What number am I thinking about right now? Is it 1? Is it 15? Is it 27? You don't know! You don't know what I'm thinking about. But in the mind, you try to guess.
So, this is a card game where it's completely silent. And you have to essentially try and read everybody else's mind. I'm not good at that. You can hear me saying it over and over again, I'm sure. I like communication. Like, very clear, outspoken communication. I do not like to assume things. I do not like to try and read people's minds because I'm not good at it. So,
this is interesting. We actually got further in this game than I've ever gotten in before. I've played this game multiple times. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 5.5 because it's completely silent. There's not a lot of interaction. There's not a lot of communication. But that is what makes it intriguing. It's one of those games that you could very easily get like obsessed with because you're just trying to make it to the 12th level. I don't know how anybody can make it past like level 4 or 5. But overall, really fun. Essentially what you're trying to do is get cards numbered 1 through 100 laid down in order, in ascending order for each round. Starting with round 1, you get 1 card for each player. And without communicating, you try to play them in ascending order. Second round, you get 2 cards. Third round, you get 3, and so on and so forth.
The mind was pretty fun. It, you can't talk for the whole game, so it's kind of weird. Like, you can look at each other, kind of like hint at what you got, but like you have no idea of knowing what somebody else has in this.
for this game, they recommend 2 to 4 players. And Once you receive your cards for the level, you have to try to guess who has the lowest card, because you now have to start placing your cards down in ascending order. You can't speak, you can't give off any signals, you can't do anything. It is purely just understanding the other people that you're playing with and determining whether or not who has the lowest card. If you go out of order, then you lose a life and you're only given so many lives. There is another card, that the throwing star, which is kind of a way to reset the group, and everybody has to get rid of their lowest card, but you get to see what it is. So then that way you can see, oh, well, their lowest card wasn't all the way up until the 50s, which means that they have the rest of their cards is above that. So that is something that can be good, but you only get one, and you don't we used ours almost immediately, like on level 2, I think. And I think you want to hold on to that throwing star a little bit longer than that.
You have 3 lives when you start, so you do get 3 mistakes for messing up the order. You also get a ninja card, or a ninja star card, which is you all raise your hand, and that everybody has to raise their hand in order to use it. It cues that everybody puts down their lowest card, so everybody knows what you're working with. And it's smarter to do that in the later rounds. A little trick that I found out, and it's kind of stupid, I don't know, but every time you flip over a level card, there could be another like card symbol on there indicating that you would receive that card at the beginning of that level. In the second level one, there's a ninja card, so assuming you haven't used the one ninja card from the first round with the only one card that you have to draw, you wouldn't gain another one in the second level because you can only have one at a time. So it's kind of weird. So it seems like you could get through the first level by just using that ninja card there, then replacing that one in the second level, and then yeah. But I did like the game overall.
For this game, I would give it, honestly, I would only give it like a 6 out of 10. Only because I'm not somebody who likes to mind read and whatnot, so this game just wasn't for me. It's only cards, so easy to do, easy to bring camping with you and whatnot. I don't know if I would recommend playing it with random people. This is definitely a good family game where you can play it with people that you're around a lot of the time. And it is recommended for ages 8 and up. And my son is 8 years old, and he would definitely understand the concept of like ascending order and making sure that we are going smallest to largest and whatnot, but I don't think that he has the capabilities to try and assume or guess what other people have. And so I think that he would be like, well, nobody else is playing, so I'll just play, and then it would just not be good. Yeah, so that's what I think. The mind. We lost. Did not go well.
What you're trying to do is develop like a rhythm or like a song, a cadence, a beat with your party to be able to play these cards down and not skip anything. But like at the very end where we lost it, we were all within 3 numbers like in a row, like 88, 89, 90. And so it gets really difficult towards the end. Now, if you're good at like counting cards, you can pay attention to the cards that have been played to know like, oh, obviously I can go because maybe all the cards in the 20s had already been played. You know, things like that. I don't pay attention to games in that kind of way, so that didn't work for me. But it's a lot of fun. It's a quick game, great little family game. Just something to do at dinner time, something to take on like a road trip. It's recommended for ages 8 and up because obviously if you can count and understand the basic premise, then you'll be able to play the mind. The mind.
Thank you guys for joining us on today's Tabletop Tavern. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
Let us know what you thought in the comments below, and let us know what new games might be coming out that you'd be interested in seeing us review or play.
Also, follow along on our life journey by checking out our website or social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All links are down in the description below.
Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And we'll see you next week on Tabletop Tavern.